guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G here. It's cold and chilly here in Italy, so I just wanted to talk a little bit. I know like there's this not big, but there's a movement with the passport bros, and I wanted to do a quick little video about that. Guys, subscribe to my channel and let's talk about, do you think that the passport bros know that white men have been doing this for ages and they are yet again copying white supremacy? Guys, subscribe. Let's I think we've all had a good laugh about passport bros. There have been so many different videos kind of highlighting their tragic experiences around the world and discovering that ultimately people see them before they're coming. They already know, and the women that they think are submissive and, you know, quiet and gonna do their bidding ain't having it. But you know what's more interesting to me is that this has been something that white incels have done for ages, and they just pick different places. They went places based on where they thought the women were in poverty, and they could leave their mom's basement and have a woman because white women weren't interested. They just didn't announce it. They didn't make a big deal out of it. They didn't say, hey, look at me, I got my first passport, leaving my mommy's basement and heading off to Poland or, you know, some Eastern European place where they have decided that the women might be more desperate, because that's what it comes down to. I think what's sad about these kind of things is that ultimately what they're trying to copy is white traditional marriages from the US and take them other places. What they are learning, however, is that a great deal of women, especially women of color in other countries, are expecting a whole lot more. They don't want to do 50-50. They're not doing 50-50. That is not in their culture to do at all. Most women, even if they're in these more submissive kind of ideologies, like I remember some dude talking about, like, I'll get an Arab woman, and I was like, good luck with that, because her money is her money and your money is her money, and her parents and family will fuck you up if you do not do right by her. So yeah, do that. That sounds fun. I think that it's been really interesting to hear some of the stories of these people. And I also think that it's funny that so many black men, when women like me are talking about these phenomena or these movements, because my partner is not black, they get so angry about it, which I find to be actually quite funny. You guys are publicly making spectacles of yourself, and I think that it's fine for absolutely everyone to talk about it. And since I am talking about it from a sense of how you are copying white people and white men specifically, well, that's why I'm talking about it. I think that one of the things that is really funny is the idea of taking white American traditional values on the road and expecting that other women of color around the world are going to copy the kind of ideologies that white men have told you you deserve based on the fact that you have a penis. Now, of course, there are women who are hypergamous, and there are women around the world who expect a man to provide. And I'm going to say this, if it's the first time you got your passport and you're traveling for sexcapades and thinking that you're going to come up, it's probably not going to happen. I don't know any woman who is here in Europe of color, married to or partnered with a person of another ethnicity who is handing over half her paycheck for the bills and rent or whatever. Most of these women, if they're working, they keep their money for themselves, and their partners are the ones who are supporting the household. Well, yes, she still supports him and the children, but she keeps her own money. And I think that's one of the biggest things that these guys don't realize about the ideology of getting a foreign woman and trying to take her home and make her into something that you want her to be. A lot of the white men who have done this, they actually stay in these other countries because there too, eventually the women do tire of them, or if they do find a wife, they cannot bring her back and show the truth. He has to be somewhere and stay somewhere where the finite resources that they have actually matter. And having the idea that eventually one day we could all go to the United States, that's basically what they've been looking for. Like, these are the type of women that they're looking for. They're not looking for those Russian women who are just like, show me the money. They're looking for the ones that they feel are desperate enough to accept someone just because ultimately they're just white American men. And that's their flex. And that's what they think will get them. I think the unfortunate thing is that most black men think that they are more sought after than black American men think that they're more sought after than any other man in the world, and they're traveling the world to find out the opposite is true. And I'm sorry for that. Stop copying white men, and I think that it would be a better solution for everyone. Stop thinking that marriage ideologies that you have learned through white supremacy is the world's baseline. These are things that are just not true. So, guys, I'm gonna let you go. Subscribe to my channel, and as always, meet me in the comments, and ciao for now.